Yo, what is going on, you wilted weepin' bell? Today we're talking Charizard in the Mega Evolution format, and I actually am really excited to break down this build for y'all here. Before we jump into though, gotta give a big shout out to Dragon Shield, of course, for sponsoring the channel as always. Of course, you know I love them for their card sleeves, but they have a ton of other high quality card game accessories over there as well. But for the card sleeves, they got a couple different styles. They got the matte sleeves, which are my personal favorite. They got the dual mattes, they got the classics and the non-glares, and a bunch of different colors to pick from. If you're looking for a recommendation, I'm a big fan of the blood reds in the matte style, of course, but I mean, I'm sure y'all have your favorite colors out there, and there's so much to choose from. Go check them out, dragonshield.com, link in the description, of course, and code AzulGG will get you a discount over there as well. So Charizard EX has been around for a long time. It's kind of been on the down low for a little while now. Hasn't had a great run recently. Did pretty good at Worlds, actually. A couple in the top 8, but it always had come up short against Dragapult Dusknoir. But that changes with this set because we have the Psyduck. Now, I don't know if this solves all of Charizard's problems up against Dragapult Dusknoir. And further testing is definitely going to need it on my end to feel super confident with Charizard in this format. But the potential is there for Charizard to make a big comeback thanks to the damp of the Psyduck, which says Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponents, lose any abilities that require that Pokemon using it to knock out itself. So what this means is cards like Fortress EX and Magneton, and most notably Dusclops and Dusknoir, basically just lose their abilities if the Psyduck with damp is in play, which is pretty good. Now, this doesn't completely shut out Dragapult or slow them down entirely. They're still attacking with Dragapult, and specifically, a Psyduck only having 70 HP is not great. It's only a Hawlucha plus a Phantom Dive away from getting KO'd, which is pretty annoying. And then if we don't recover it in the next turn and get it back into play, then our opponent can use their Dusknoirs and Dusclopses on that following turn. But I do have some cards in here to make that a little bit harder. I do play a Munkidori, of course, with a basic Dark Energy. I did have the Luminous Energy in here at first, but I found myself constantly losing my Dark Energy, or my Luminous Energy, and I don't have a way to recover a Luminous Energy, but I have 2 Super Odds, so I went the basic Dark instead, and that has felt a little bit better so far. And I also played 2 Mist Energy. That's right, 2 Mist Energy, not 1, but 2. And I was thinking about playing 3 Mist Energy, and honestly, I might go back to 3 Mist Energy, but currently I'm at 2 Mist Energy. And the reason the Mist Energy is so good is because it stops the Phantom Dive damage from the Dragapult. So we can bench a Psyduck, put a Mist Energy on it, which isn't too hard to do because Charizard self-accelerates the energy it needs to itself through its ability, Infernal Rain, to use its Burning Darkness attack. So we never even have to attach for turn with this deck, theoretically, ever. Charizard can do all the energy attaching itself, but it doesn't hurt to attach some energy ourselves, like the Dark to the Munkidori, or the Mist Energy to the Psyduck. The Mist Energy is so much more than just a Psyduck protector, though. There's so many other situations where the Mist Energy are really, really good right now. It can protect our other Pokemon from Phantom Dives. It protects Pidgeots and Charizards from TM Devos up against stuff like Grimmsnarl and Gardevoir. And then it's also good, I don't know, those are actually kind of most of the main situations. But those are some pretty big decks to have a good card against. Also, if you want to beat Alakazam, Mist Energy just kind of beats Alakazam unless they play Enhanced Hammer. And if they only play 1 Enhanced Hammer, you beat them with your second Mist Energy, because Alakazam's attack is an effective attack that Mist Energy prevents. So, not that I really care about beating Alakazam, but it does do that. For the lineup here, we have a 3-2-2 Charizard line, a 2-1-2 Pidgeot line, the Chi-Yu, of course, the Fez, the Munkidori, the Psyduck that I mentioned. There's Shaymin in here currently. It's really good against Terrabox. Terrabox isn't that popular right now. It's definitely on the chopping block. Like, this is the #1 fellow that I might be cutting from the deck. If you're looking to add anything to the deck, I think Shaymin is probably the best thing to cut. If not Shaymin, maybe the Hilda, but honestly, I do kind of like the Hilda, so it would probably be the Shaymin. Shaymin's like #1 on the chopping block right now for me. And I do have a Tatsugiri in here. Now, there's been a lot of builds of Charizard going around recently playing Jet Energy, and Jet Energy does synergize better with Tatsugiri than playing Tatsugiri without Jet Energy, but honestly, I have found myself really enjoying the Tatsugiri in this deck. Of course, if you just open it, that's great. Another reason Jet Energy are kind of cool because it allows you to get Pidgey into the active to use Call for Family as well, so it's another really powerful use of the Jet Energy. I do play some mobility in the Air Balloon myself, but I do like the idea of the Jet Energy for those early turns, but even in like the mid-late game, being able to use Tatsugiri more aggressively with the Jet Energy is kind of cool as well, but it really is all for those first couple turns of the game. Not only does it get Tatsugiri into the active and keep the energy on the Tatsugiri, or do the same thing for the Pidgey to use Call for Family, but then you can use that energy, especially on the Tatsugiri, to use TM Evo to set up our board. We are pretty heavy into the TM Evo, 2 TM Evo, and 2 Arven. I guess we're not that heavy. We're not playing a ton of Arvens. Arvens feels pretty weak right now in general, to be honest. But I think 2 Arven plus 2 TM Evo. We do also play 3 Rare Candy in here. This is like a decent enough mix of ways to get our evolutions into play. I was a little bit skeptical only running 2 Arven if we are playing 2 TM Evo, but we also play Lillie's Determination in here, which shuffles our hand into our deck and then draws us 8 cards. And because of how powerful Charizard is in the mid-late game, we can give up 2 to 3 prize cards even and still make a comeback and win the game, especially through the Briar supporter. So I don't hate that if we whiff a turn of TM Evo, we can't just make a comeback later with Rare Candies and TM Evos or something like that. Like whiffing our turn, like if we go on our first turn going second, you do want to choose second with this deck to play a little bit more for a more aggressive setup to be able to combat what our opponent might be throwing at us. So you do want to choose second. Even if you whiff the TM Evo on that turn though, and you TM Evo on the following turn, in most matchups, that doesn't feel terrible. It feels fine most of the time. So yeah, don't be afraid if you whiff that turn one TM Evo. And even when you whiff the turn one TM Evo, just getting the Rare Candy off the next turn feels pretty good. And it's pretty easy to set up the candy combos when you have Lillie's Determination in the deck and you're seeing so many cards on any given turn. And that's what Tatsugiri feels like it synergizes so well with, is Lillie's Determination. Even if we're just hard retreating, let's say a Charmander with a Fire Energy to get into the Tatsugiri on that first turn of the game, to then just go find Lillie's Determination with Tatsugiri, it just sees us so much to set up for our future turns that it's like worth doing that whole deal to get the Tatsugiri into the active. Another reason the Mist Energy are good is because it just gives us more energy to see on that first turn of the game to combo with TM Evo as well. So that's why I like playing a little bit of higher energy count. If it's the Mists or the Jets, whatever it might be, feels good to just have more energy for our TM Evo. I don't play an Energy Search or a Vessel in here, so sometimes we could come up short on an Arven if we have the Poffin. We go to play the Arven to get the Evo. We don't actually have a way to get an energy specifically, but can't fit everything in the deck. Okay, the one big exclusion in the deck, which I'm sure a lot of you are curious about, is I don't play Dusknoir. Now, I'm not saying that Dusknoir is bad in Charizard, nor am I saying it's not the best way to play Charizard. The best way to play Charizard might include Dusknoir. I just hate playing Dusknoir with Charizard. Not because I think it's bad, I just don't like it. I don't like the way it feels in the deck. I don't like the way the deck plays when it has Dusknoir in there. I know I'm playing Briar. I know Dusknoir is good with Briar because you can kind of force the prize trade. I don't care. I don't like it, so I don't play it. It could be the best way to play the deck, though. So if you're really trying to find the best way to play Charizard Pidgeot, you might have to put Dusknoir in here. I hope it's not the best way to play it, because I hate Dusknoir, and I'm going to leave it at that. 4 Lillies, 2 Arven, 2 Boss, and 2 Counter Catcher for the Gust, 2 Iono. Honestly, I thought this would feel a little weak, but yeah, it kind of felt fine, to be honest. I only play 2 Iono. 1 Briar. The Hilda, like I mentioned, this card is definitely growing on me quite a bit. It's nice to just have some Pokemon search that isn't item reliant, and the card does combo pretty well. We do quick search sometimes for just like a Charizard, but being able to quick search for like Hilda and then get the Charizard plus a Mist Energy for turn, or the Dark Energy for the Munkidori is just kind of sick. A Turo for a little bit of Charizard resetting or removing liabilities from play, of course. 4 Buddy Poffin, 4 Ultra Ball, and an Artazon for the Pokemon search cards. I do actually have the Town Store in here as well, so a little bit extra of an out to help find our TM Evo, but can also find our Maximum Belt or our Air Balloon. 2 Super Rod for the recovery. 2 Super Rod feels like more than enough recovery for sure, but like 1 Super Rod would feel like too little. 2 Super Rod feels like more than enough, but playing a Super Rod with this deck in most games is so important that prizing it would be really bad. So I don't think Night Stretcher is ever worth including over a Super Rod or on top of a Super Rod. 2 Super Rod just feels kind of like perfect. If you're playing like a Dusknoir style build, a Night Stretcher I think does gain a little bit more value, and Super Rod's a little bit less important because you're drawing more prize cards through your Dusknoirs, which means you don't need as many Charizards throughout those games. Then 5 Fire. I would like to have a 6th, but I don't think a Luminous quite cuts it. I do like the basic Dark over the Luminous there, and then the 2 Mist, like I mentioned. That's it. That's my current take on Charizard. Mega Evolution format. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. Less gross going second, but... Shaymin. Shaymin might be a pretty quick cut, to be honest. Card's not bad, but the matchups it's good in are not... Oh, just not that many matchups that it's that good in. It's just like literally Terra Box. Like against Guardy, it can be okay, but it's not like consistently good. And then, oh, card's just kind of mid. What card was I talking about? Some card? Oh, I didn't prize Shaymin. Shaymin's in there. Dude, what the heck else did I prize? Alright, it's fine. That's what Terra Blocks players want you to think. True. Yeah, Shaymin, it's good against Terra Box. It's good. It's sometimes good against Gardevoir. It is. What the heck? You can't play Charizard. How do I check what tournaments you are going to? I can't recall the command. The command is in the title. Shaymin makes Bolt use Gust to take a valuable early KO. Oh, it is good against Bolt as well, yeah. Good point. It's very true. I guess the question is, like, what's better, Cleffa or Tatsugiri, actually, right? Because, like, it's like one of them. Honestly. I don't even know what I want here, to be honest. What the heck do I even grab? Like, oh, dude, like, what do I even... I'm saying that Munkidori is probably pretty good, right? I would set up another... I'd probably get third Charmander here if it was in the deck, but it's not. Probably this one, because this one's going to evolve first. Second bird online. I say bench boost for the duck. Oh, true. I didn't really think about that. They could be playing... What's it called? Is the 50 HP Pidgey better now? I mean, if you play Psyduck, you have protection from Dusclops. So it seems like it could be fine. I'm not like convinced one way or another really too heavily, to be honest, but... Dude, this is like why I usually hate playing 3 Charmander as well. Because if you lose a Charmander early, it just sucks. I might put 4 Charmander. I might cut the Shaymin for a 4 Charmander. Because I prize a Charmander, but I can't move this like I have to sacrifice this Charmander. Oh, sacrificial duck? Oh. It didn't end up happening though, which is cool. That's why we jet. True. Gotta jet him. Do I even want to KO this duck though? KO, all right, boss KOing Pidgey is like the best KO to take. Using a boss here just feels really bad though. I think I'm just gonna Lilies. It just seems like too clean to not do, to be honest. I don't know. Pass? Pass is an option. Just pass? Nah, I'm swinging. We're swinging. You can't stop me from swinging. Second quick search? Oh, never lucky. Passing here doesn't seem bad though, but... Alright, we swing. Nah, letting them punch a Charizard kind of seems bad though, to be honest. I'd have to like leave like a 1 prize under the active to like make that be fine, but this seems fine. Is Pidgeot control bait? Deck seems fine. Deck seems pretty good. What about Lucario Wishcash? Probably not great. Probably not great. Have I seen Yoshiyuki's Dunsparce Zard list? I have not, no. Although Dunsparce Zard was pretty sick. I have played with that deck. That deck was sick. I have played some of that build in the past. Maybe we'll revisit that. Honestly, with Duck and Mist. Duck Mist to Dunsparce? What the fuck is a bait deck? People just mean like, is it bad, basically? Usually when people ask if a deck is a bait deck, it's because they saw it like perform recently at an online tournament. So I'm assuming this is coming from my opponent, or not from my opponent. I'm assuming this is coming from the person in chat seeing All Out Blitzel win the tournament with it and be like, well, Blitzel won the tournament with it, but is it actually good, or Blitzel just won a tournament with it? So they're saying bait as in like, are they being baited by the performance from All Out Blitzel in this tournament into thinking the deck is good, or is the deck actually good? Deck seems fine. So they're just asking, is Pidgeot control good? Using the term bait to ask the question. That's usually when people say bait, that's what they mean. They see the deck perform well recently in some tournament or do something somewhere, and they're like, okay, but is it actually good, or did this person like get lucky? I'm not sure if you're looking to. I'm not adding Dusknoir to my Charizard deck. I'm not cringe like that. Okay, this is this is interesting. This is very interesting. How is this gonna play out from here? Blow up that bird? You want me to KO their... How would I KO their Pidgeot this turn? What? I think I'm just gonna KO the active here, but that would let them go Maximum Belt Counter Catcher KO Pidgeot, and then I have to respond with Maximum Belt Boss KO Pidgeot. Interesting. Okay. Let's throw that out. Search Boss. And what? Just punch their Pidgeot? Blow it off the table. Just lean over there and just go. Kill Million? Killing Million is so weak. That's not worth a boss, I don't think. I don't think that's worth one of my boss's orders to kill a Million here. But if they just candy out a Charizard on the following turn, they'll just be safe for a turn anyways. Counter Catcher could still come up. That's just Lillie. A backup attacker? What do you mean? They can just candy a Charizard out. Nothing is stopping them from candying Charizard there. Oh, I just kind of gave them Maximum Belt with Town Store. Okay, that was maybe bad. Alright, it's maybe bad to give them that, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's questionable. That's a questionable behavior right there. Definitely questionable. I don't ever play Tool Scrapper, right? What if I just put my Maximum Belt in play so I need less? Losing them just punching my active here would still be so good for me, though, right? So I feel it's almost fine to attach this, because if they Iono Maximum Belt KO Pidgeot off the bench, I feel like them punching my Charizard is so bad that I could just put the Maximum Belt here and be fine with it, to be honest. Like, yeah, punching my active here is just so miserably awful for them. Like, there's no way that's their play. We playing towards a Briar in game? It could come up. We'll see. Shout out Wellspring, Sablonk, Cheeky 3 prize turns. I actually don't hate that, to be honest. The end game Sob. Your opponent's down to 2. You're at 3 prize cards. Well, but you can just go with Briar in other ways, right? It's like the same thing. Yeah, so now if my opponent does have that play where they chase my Pidgeot, I can just go quick search for... This is why setting up 2 Pidgeot in the mirror match can be so good. When you're ahead. Setting up 2 Pidgeot when you're ahead can be really good. So when we're updating Tatsu EX with the Megas, what Mega would you play, though, in Tatsu? I don't even know if there's something you'd play. I feel like Briar's becoming less reliable with more 1 prizes coming into the format. Is that logic sound? It might be, but the card is still really good. I don't think it's to the point where it's not worth playing it in a deck like Charizard, but it's possible. I mean, I guess like Terra boxes are cutting the Briar. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like missing the situations where it's that good, or how you can like approach the matchups and not have it when you don't have it available. Just 100% Silk Song. Now I just gotta beat the final boss a couple of times. Best of luck, slap. Are they doing best of luck with your final boss runs? Are they doing expansions or DLCs for the game at all? Have they said more content with it in the future? That would definitely be DLC. Okay, but see, now I just boss their Pidgeot back and KO it. But then they go Zard, KO my Zard. Wait, do I just lose that trade because I can't deal with their maximum belt? Hold on. Wait, do I just lose that trade? How's that gonna go? I draw 3. Maybe he's just doomed? No, what if I boss KO a 1-prizer? That has to be the play, right? Is to boss KO a 1-prizer. Because then I win with Briar knockout. I don't have the Briar, but... Boss KO Pidgeot? But boss KO Pidgeot's not even that good here, right? Boss KO Pidgeot means they just go Charizard, knock out my Charizard, and then my Charizard doesn't KO their Charizard, right? They can't monkey for Zard KO? They don't need to. They have a Maximum Belt on their Charizard. So if I boss KO their Pidgeot with my Charizard with Maximum Belt, their Charizard with Maximum Belt KOs my Charizard, and then I can't KO their Charizard. Gustmander. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could just Gust the Mander, and then that makes things awkward for them, right? Boss Mander. My bad with Munkidori. We could do that as like a panic play at the end here. Yeah, it's possible. Things just got really interesting with this. The way things lined up. I don't know. It's weird. Interesting. They get to Iono now, though. They can like Iono counter catcher. But they have to have it, obviously. I could just grab Briar specifically. I don't know how many Iono they play, but they are down in Iono. If they play a low Iono count, it could be prize. So I could just grab Briar and then have the Briar combo ready to go, I guess. They didn't counter catcher last turn. They did boss, right? Maybe they're saving their counter catcher though. All right, yeah, things are weird. Things are definitely weird. Oh, they set up 2 Mander here. It's not about running them out of Charizard. It's about winning the game. Yeah, it's not about running them out of Charizards at all. Grand Briar doesn't put it on the bottom of the deck since they Iono you 100%. But they don't Iono me 100% because they only Iono me if they can also counter catcher around my Charizard. Because if they go Iono punch my Charizard, I'm probably winning that game anyways. So yeah, they need more than that. That's not good enough for them. Why the Zard maybe? It could come to that, yeah. They don't even need 2 Charmanders here. They just need a single Charmander. But it's not about running them out of Charizards in play. What do you think about Zard this meta with the Megas? Zard? Still probably terrible. Can we shuffle the deck and Tatsu into Briar? Yeah, we can shuffle the deck. We have Artazon in play, so we would need an energy for the Tatsu, which I don't have yet, but or Air Balloon, I guess. Which would have been nice to set up, to be honest. But what did I grab instead? Okay, we have the Tatsu angle. Imagine having a Norline. Dude, I don't care, man. I don't care. Dude, it's one thing to be like, hey, Azul, have you thought about adding Dusknoir? Or it's like, Azul, why don't you play Dusknoir? It's another thing to be like, hey, Azul, play Dusknoir. Imagine having a Norline. Then you're just annoying. Like, there's two ways you can make a comment about a card I don't play or I do play. You can be inquisitive and ask a question about it. And then those are the kind of comments I want to engage with. Or you can be annoying and you can be like, Azul, you need a Dusknoir line in here. It's like, I'm good. I don't want to play the Dusknoir. And then imagine if you just had a Dusknoir line here. And then you're just being annoying. You think Zard or Sarah is better? Right now? Probably, Zard or Ceruledge? Probably Ceruledge. I like Ceruledge right now. I think I just punched their active here. I can candy out second Pidgeot to have the fallback. Why don't you play Dusknoir line? I'm curious why you say it's so bad. I don't think it's bad. I just don't like it. I do not like Charizard with Dusknoir. I just do not enjoy the deck at all. Don't enjoy playing it. Deck's not fun to me. It could be the best way to play Charizard. Definitely could. Turo? Monkey Turo. Then they go Candy Charizard, knock out my only Charizard in play. No, I think just Monkey plus Punch active is just better here, right? And then I just set up for the win. Because they can still Iono plus Counter Catcher KO my Pidgeot next turn, which is what I'm most scared of, right? So if I get out second Pidgeot and Punch their active, they just can't win, right? I feel like this makes it impossible for me to lose by doing this, like reestablishing second Pidgeot. Yeah, my second Monkey saves me from their Monkey. Yeah. If that didn't exist, then we would need to do something different for sure. Do I need Mist for something? I'll put the Mist on the top too. I don't think I need Mist for something. Gonna run Balloon, right? No, there's a Balloon in here. Yeah, there is, yeah. Is there a command that shows the current deck list? No, but they're in the it's in the Discord. Why not Arven? Oh, I guess I should have Arvened, yeah. So I could have put the Air Balloon on the Tatsu. True. I guess there's an argument to like put the energy down there no matter what still, I guess, but I should have Arvened, yeah. Now we Pidgeot for Briar. Yeah, I could still get Iono'd here though. But I only have a 16 card deck and I have Tatsu in play, so it's like... I'm trying to 2-1 lineup Ghost, but I can understand that you can use that space in a different way. I'm also trying the Secret Box build. Yeah, I'm not saying Dusknoir is bad. Listen, I'm not saying Dusknoir is bad in this deck. I just don't like playing Dusknoir with Charizard. I just do not enjoy it at all. To me, it's just not enjoyable. I just don't like it. I like playing Charizard with Pidgeot, and that's it. The best way to play the deck very well could be Dusknoir. I do not care. I'm not adding Dusknoir to my Charizard deck. I think it more so helps with Briar manipulation than anything else. Yeah, of course, yeah. It's just good. It is just good in the deck in general. Dusknoir, there's synergy between Dusknoir and Charizard, and Dusknoir is just a good card. Have you played Abomasnow yet? I have, yeah. I did not enjoy Abomasnow at all, but I have played it, yes. I guess me setting my Munkidori actually did end up paying off in the end. Charizard with Dusknoir, no Pidgeot. Okay, I do like that build of Charizard, actually. Charizard Dusknoir is fun. I like Charizard Dusknoir, no Pidgeot. But if I'm playing Charizard and Pidgeot, I don't like Dusknoir. It's just, I just do not enjoy Dusknoir at all. So you're a Crustle Enjoyer? Not overly, no. The deck's super boring. So the builds that I've seen from All Out Blitzel more recently have been pretty interesting. Like the solutions he's come up with for matchups and stuff like that has been interesting for sure. So I do like the depth that the deck is gaining to like answer situations. Azul before the set, camera has to be even worse than Abomasnow. Dude, there's no way. Did I actually say that? There's no way I actually said that. Nothing's worse than Abomasnow. That thing is terrible, bro. We expect to see some Crustle gameplay then soon? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I don't really plan. Like, if I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, yo, I want to play some Crustle today, then I'll play Crustle. But, yeah, if I wake up tomorrow and I want to play Crustle, but I don't really plan. I don't really plan what I'm playing with until literally the morning I start streaming, so who knows? You can't expect it, but you also can't you can't expect it, but you also can't not expect it, so all right, have a good life there, Ren. Wait, what the fuck, dude? Where's their energy? Or they did double super rod. Dude, where did all of their energy go? See, this is why I didn't want to play any of the bosses in the early game. I mean, we do have one boss here at the end of the game as things are closing out, but like, that's why I didn't want to play any of the bosses in the early game, because it's just so important to have around as you progress throughout the game to like make sure you can gust. Do I plan on planning or just go off the vibes? Go off the vibes for the most part. No plans to plan. Easy Briar dub. Charizard has a triple bonus in Zard, right? Damage for OKO, multi-prize turns, powers up Charizard, and can activate Briar? Yes. I'll confirm that they exist. You sure they aren't on Mars? Yes. I can confirm that at the very least. Okay, slow-ish start for my opponent. Ooh, we can actually team Evo here. Am I scared of them having the nuts? No, they don't got it like that, right? My Odo is literally never prized. I don't know how. You think it'd get prized sometimes, right? Am I cheating? Am I hacking? Very well could be. Okay, the thing to be scared of here is I should check my prize cards more thoroughly than that. I got lost in thinking and stopped checking my prize cards. Shaymin's here. There's a Pidgeot. Do Iono, Turo, Briar, Boss in hand? Boss in hand. Is item lock. Like, am I gonna get jellied here? I very well could get jellied. It feels like every build of Guardy recently that I played against is a jelly Guardy. What else did I prize? I prized Hilda. Skilda. So I think I'm gonna play this and get rid of these two. And I'll grab Pidgeot. Have you posted this Zard list anywhere? All my deck lists are in my Discord. Dangerous. Good question, actually. Probably this one now. The other one later to play around TM Devo. Maybe we should just be playing 2 of the 90s to like better play around TM Devo, to be honest. Like, I have Shaymin in here, so what do I need the extra 10 HP for? Like, against Raging Bolt? Sure. But if I get like a Candy Zard out anyways, maybe it's better. Do Mist? Yeah, double Mist. I'm trying to play around the Devos, the Mind Bends, the... Oh, there's gotta be some other stuff that's annoying. The no ability one is good versus Frostlass. That's also true. Maybe the 1/1 split is fine. The Flareon one is definitely like more powerful overall, but I guess there's enough situations maybe. Azul's heavily disrespecting Alakazam. Yeah, I'm specifically attacking for Alakazam. There's so much on the ladder right now. Gotta take him out. 100 HP is good against Cornerstone and Crustle. Dude, is it even though? Dude, spending 3 energy to punch a Cornerstone for 90? And then for them to knock you out back? Like, does it even matter? I feel like it doesn't even matter. Are people playing so many Jets and Zard? Maractus and Yveltal? It does help against those, but then also just gives you more energy on your opening hand for TM Evo turn 1. The mobility's nice. TM Evo, get Tatsugiri in the active on the first turn. Get Pidgey in the active on the first turn for Call for Family. Yeah, there's like a lot of reasons. Turn 1 Call for Family. Turn 1 Tatsugiri. Turn 1 Candy Gardevoir. Oh my gosh. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Dude, they got the Screamtail as well? Dude, if that was an Iono, I was about to... Which would have been really rude, you know? I wonder how they're going to tackle this situation, though. Let's see what they do. Is the KO your melon here? I mean, that's fine. I can attack with Pidgeot because I have an energy on my active Pidgey. I assume they're going to go after the Odo. Actually, currently they can only go after the Odo here. That's the only play they have available to them. That's it, yeah. Odo KO. Oh, I have Candy Pidgeot. Oh, nice try, buddy. But I've got the nuts. Oh, the counter catcher as well. Birds online. All right. I want more though. I'm gonna get a Charizard off Lillie for 8, right? I don't ever whiff the Zard off of Lillie for 8. If I whiff this, I'm banning someone in chat. Okay, I didn't whiff. Y'all are safe. They also gave me my Shaymin here as well. Ooh, that's not good. Actually, I should have left one in the deck and maybe attached for turn out of hand. Protect the squad. I trap 2 energy on the Screamtail. Protect my bench with Shaymin. KO their only guard EX in play. Bro, does it get better than this? That's why I want to leave an energy in the deck. I also maybe should have attached to a Charmander. Actually, I probably should have attached to a Charmander. They're gonna start typing the Pidgeot for 80? Sure, that's fine. If they want to send my Pidgeot, they can. I can put a miss on it later to play around TM Devo. I target Pidgeot if I'm playing Alakazam against a Zard deck? Potentially. It's a pretty good knockout to take, yeah. So I'm just gonna go Lilies. I really still don't want to KO the Screamtail here, to be honest. I really do not care about this fella at all. Even that Team Evo for something? Was the only good Ultra Ball fodder in my hand? That's, yeah. If I top like Ultra Ball here, then it would be Ultra Ball these two, right? Because everything else is broken, but that was about it. Boss Curly or Monkey here? I don't think it's worth bossing, actually, to be honest. I think I'm just going to Lilies and then quick search for Mist onto my Pidgeot to play around TM Devo. Like, bossing Curly is just like so... I don't know. I guess they are down 1 candy. Bossing Curly is reasonably powerful, I guess. Alright, we'll see how the Iono goes. Now my Fire Energy is back in my deck, which is pretty good. Alright, now I have the... Oh, well, now I just drew into Mist boss, so... Mist here, and now I boss Curly. Sure. I still have 1 boss left, so that should be pretty good. Continue to trap the energy on the Screamtail. Yeah, I'm down. Have you tried Zard Noctowl? I have not, no. Or is it better to play standard Zard Pidgeot? I think Zard Pidgey is the better deck until maybe we get Dawn. Noctowl decks with stage 2s with Dawn seems crazy cool. Okay, we're gonna put the Mist here. Or do I put the Mist here to play around TM Devo? No, I probably put it here, right? I guess I don't want to candy out a Zard. Yeah, I don't think it wants this thing to get Devoed. Mist. Quick search for the Charmeleon. Artazon for Chi-Yu. I don't think I'm going to put Chi-Yu in play. I'm just going to leave this like this. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I could have super routed back the Pidgey, to be honest, and then put the Pidgey on the bench to try and get out second Pidgeot. What's the game plan against Straight Pult with Zard Pidgeot? Bench. Oh, I guess no. Don't bench duck. Just punch. Punch. Set up Munkidori. Have you tried the Mezagoza? No, but I play Maximum Belt, not Secret Box. You don't play Mezagoza unless you're playing Secret Box. I don't think it's worth it. That's like the reason. Don't distract you from the fact that Hector is going to be running 3 Honda Civics with Spoon engines, and on top of that, he just went into Harry's and bought 3 T66 turbos with NOS. Is that like a quote from Fast and the Furious, or what is that? Is that a quote from Fast and the Furious? Yeah. Wait, is it actually? Wait, who's Hector? Who is Hector in Fast and the Furious? Hector don't play, bro. That's Paul Walker's excuse when he gets caught. Bro, I do not remember that at all. It's been so long since I've seen those movies, though. I have seen them, though. Honestly, the old Fast and the Furious movies were like... I mean, they're like nothing. They're good, though. They're good. They're good. I like the old Fast and the Furious movies. The new ones are just ridiculous. But I feel like it's like they're ridiculous on purpose. Like, I mean, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. You know what's going on here. They're not hiding anything. One and two were sick. Yeah, also Tokyo Drift was pretty good too. It's about family. True, yeah, it's about Scamly. Did you say you want to rod back the Pidgey? Oh, last turn that might have been worth it. This turn I don't think it's worth it anymore. Because at this point they go, oh, actually they can't have double Munkidori, but even then it's still probably not worth it. The game has evolved too much. Yeah, it's too much. It was last one, stopped being about racing cars and became an action movie. True, that is, I didn't even really think about like what happened, but it basically just became an action movie, right? They're not about like the racing. I was about racing plus what's it called? Like Yeah, definitely different. Like some kind of crime going on as well, right? Racing plus crime. But now it's, yeah, now it's like Mission Impossible, but we're in cars a lot of the time. Use Artazon, then bump it. Well, I just got the town store off the prizes. This is literally just a mind bend angle from them. It's cooked, right? When it came with Pidgeot the monkey okay earlier, then you prevent the mind bend being annoying. I don't know. Well, no, but then if they have Iono, I don't know what they play for sure, but they play a Bravery Charm. If they go KO Pidgeot plus Iono, then I could just lose. Protecting Quick Search at all costs is usually correct. I mean, they could obviously still have that with Counter Catcher, but it's like one more piece that they need. So, all right, very chill, very chill. Oh, wait, I'm going first? That sucks. Down on the street, took a look at myself, said, where you going, man? You know the world is headed for hell. Prison for more surf outs? Now we're talking. Grim? And I'm down a Mist? Are you kidding me? Rimothy? And they getting filchy with it, bro? The heck? That's gross, bro. Wait, what does it mean to filch? When they're out here filching, like, what is that? What does it mean to filch? What are they doing when they're filching me here? Should I be concerned? Stop filching me, bro. Over for me, and it's over for you. Wait, did I prize double boss? That would suck. No, I prize one boss. Turo. I believe it all is coming to an end. Oh well, I guess we're gonna pretend. Wait, pricing on Charmeleon is actually really, really bad, I feel like. Max belts in hand, yeah? Yeah. What am I'm missing 2 prize cards. I just don't know what I'm missing at all here, though. Dictionary says filch means to pilfer or steal. I know what stealing. What does pilfer mean? Swindle? Like, it sounds like what the guy in Silk Song does. The thief. So the thief in Silk Song definitely filches. Would Mist Energy be better to run in Ceruledge? It's pretty weak in Ceruledge. It's like okay to stop like Dragapult spread damage, but I don't think it makes. I feel like that's the matchup you'd have to play to like see if it's worth it. To be honest, we getting filchy out here. I could boss KO Snow Run. Or I could just play Lilies and draw a billion cards. Can't go wrong with 1 billion, to be honest. Boss KO, this guy seems really weak. I also have 1 boss prize, so playing boss in general just doesn't sound that good. Also, I would like the Candyzard here to save my Charmeleon, I feel like. And I want to get the Mist on my Pidgeot so they can't TM Devo it. Did we draw the nuts? I think just get a Charmander here, to be honest. I have a Determination in hand, so I guess we just take... Because it's possible we sit on this hand for the rest of the game. I think it's unlikely, obviously, but... No monkey? Well, no, if I bench it, it'll just take extra damage from Frostlass. I don't want it to take extra damage for no reason. You establish Monkey this turn? Yeah, but I can do that next turn. I don't want Monkey just to be on the bench taking more damage. I think it just helps them at that point, right? Frostlass. Don't mistake the I and Filch with an E. What do you mean, Filch versus Filch? Or am I saying it wrong? Isn't it Filch? And I want to find a reason to call someone a filchy bitch. A steely bitch. I really want to boss the Frostlass here, right? I definitely want to boss Frostlass. But now I don't have the Dark Energy for the Munkidori, which would have been nice to have here, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, how could I have... Oh, I could have not got the Charmander, right? True. All right, maybe chat was cooking on that one, actually. Chat, you might have been cooking. I don't bench it still. I don't want them to counter catch it if they feel like that's that good of a player or something like that. Is Research or Lillie better in Grim? Lillie for sure, because you can play a lot of matchups really slow with Grim. Some matchups you play faster, some matchups you play slower. So I mean a split would be fine as well, but you definitely want to play some Lillie for sure. Probably more Lillie than Research. Definitely. Line and... So Hilda doesn't actually do that much for me. Oh no, I could actually... Ooh. Oh. Gotta lock in. All right. Dude, just the nuts. Probably burn this, actually. Oh, wait, what the fuck? There's no Charmeleon under that Charizard? Dude, I swear there was a Charmeleon under that Charizard. Am I troll? I mean, I must be trolling. It's not there. Yeah. All right, that changes how I would have played this. I swear there was a Charmeleon under that guy. I don't know. Obviously, I'm trolling because there's not. You know, I don't think I was wrong. I was definitely right. The game is probably bugged or hacked or something. You know what it is. It'd be like that sometimes. What do I even... Actually, honestly, maybe I just want an Iono next turn. Let's just grab an Iono. Wanna fly. How does this deck operate without Maximum Belt? I guess you'd have to play. You have to play Dusknoirs. If you don't play Maximum Belt, you'd have to play Dusknoirs. Otherwise, you have to play Maximum Belt. Stadium Bump wasn't worth it. It's like okay, maybe. There's a high chance that they have another one in their hand, so I don't know. Was there a period people played with Heroescape and Zard? Yeah. It could become good eventually again as well. But right now it seems like you either gotta go, you have to go Secret Box, or I guess maybe Unfair Stamp, like Ray Pyro just said, with Dusknoirs, and then give up on the Pulp matchup. Or play it how I'm playing it here currently, where we have the Mist Energies, plus the Duck, plus the Maximum Belt, to maximize our odds of being able to beat that matchup. I think you want them to misplay and swing with Grim here, so leave Stadium. I mean, but that's not how I'd ever approach the game, though. I wouldn't be playing for my opponent to misplay. If they did misplay, I'm not against it, but like... They have a 9-card hand, so Iono does seem pretty good here. I can candy out a Zard first. If I could have more easily bumped their Stadium, I definitely would have bumped their Stadium. Actually, did I want that damage on my board so I could KO? I actually maybe wanted that 30 damage on my board so I could KO Grimmsnarl. Because my last boss... Okay, never mind. Could be my last prize card, but we're chilling. Appreciate the prime sub there. Vic of the Stars, welcome to the Rat Pack. Dude, have I even lost a game with this deck yet? Be like that. I feel like that. Alright, that's pretty good that I'm going second because my hand sucks. Opening Chiyu also sucks. Walkie's still open? Oh, actually? I don't believe you. Your Zoro Absol deck is hella fun to play. What the fuck? Yeah, it's pretty sick. The Absol, dude, I wish the Absol felt better. Although, I've been re-inspired to try Absol decks because, like, we can play Absol with, like, Turbo Energize. Like, I didn't even think about that. But then, I don't remember where I saw someone make a comment about that. I was like, oh, yeah, what the fuck? You can just play Turbo Energize. One candy? Oh, no, but I have one candy in hand. Okay. How's a super rod? Counter gain Absol is sick. It is sick. Yeah, Turbo Energize, I feel like is is Turbo Energize to the guy. Honestly, our start here is like pretty weak. Prize a Pidgey. I did prize Shaymin. First I was like, wait, I can't pop him for Shaymin. That wouldn't tell me that. Got Arven, got 2 Iono, got 4 Lilies, got Hilda, Briar, Turo. Mist in hand? Yeah. Town Store, Artazon, Air Balloon. Janine and 2 to 3 E-switch maybe? I tried the Janine build, feels terrible. I gave the Janine build a try. We maybe price the other Charmeleon. Find out. Oh. Photo. Priced. Pidgey priced. My hand still is like not great, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I mean, we have a lot of top decks, I guess. We just need to top deck one of them. And I mean, we kind of also have to hope they don't have Candy Guardy here. Or I guess at least Candy Guardy Screamtail. If it's just Candy Guardy, it's not that bad, but... What's the best fighting deck right now? Conk or Mega Lucario? Mega Lucario's got to be better than Conk, for sure. Although, I don't know, Conk got Psyduck, so maybe you can actually beat Poltnor now. It might be possible, now they have the duck. Dude, losing my Odo here is so bad. Please! Although, maybe they prize Screamtail for once. Dude, is it just me? Or does Gardevoir never, like, I'm not, like, losing my mind. Gardevoir never prizes Screamtail, right? Like, gosh, it's pretty bad. Like, I'm not trolling, right? Are you still coaching? No, I don't do coaching anymore. I mean, I know it's not that, like, it's only, like, what, 10% or whatever, but, like, you prize, like, any one card. But still, it's like, it's always there. Or you just don't need it. It's either prize or you don't need it. Finals of Bond and Henry both prize tail, though. Yeah, but then that's when it's fair, right? Because they both prize it. I priced Screamtail just now. Checkmate. Alright, apparently it does happen. Conk with Premium Power Pro sounds insane. It does sound pretty sick. It sounds like sounds like a buff to the deck. I don't know. It might be just kind of overkill, though. I feel like one of Conk's bigger problems is consistency, not like getting, I mean, I guess that would be part of it. Are they already going into the confusion play? Bro, this is so lame. Oh, I guess it makes sense though. I don't have anything to retreat to or anything. I think I just bossed the Guardy because they have no energy in the discard pile, so even if I get tails, I might get stuck. Oh, well, now I have this. Hold up. Am I just giving up both counter catchers? Probably. Oh, it could be a Chi-Yu angle. Player bringer. Or I could just Air Balloon active and retreat. Because I do want to develop another Charizard. I should retreat to Charmanders or something. I don't know. I do need to develop more Charmanders, so I think I'm going to do this. I could grab Tatsu instead, I guess. Hmm. Tatsu seems kind of weak here. I'm just gonna go double Charmanders. I'll give them a Charmander knockout if they really want it. Walker registration is actually still up. No memes. No, I believe you. I believe you guys. I just assumed it was down. Also, I think someone yesterday or last time I memed on this. I'm not actually gonna go though. I'm not actually gonna go play at Milwaukee, even if registration is still open. But yeah, I could go register. I'm checking myself just to confirm because chat do be trolling all the time. Okay, I would like a top deck here. I don't want my... I'm just okay with our Guardia, I guess. Charizard. But now they can like TM Devo 2. I should be able to recover from that though. It's only 2 prize cards as well. We should be fine. Could enable the Chi-Yu as well. That might just confuse me again, right? Wait, is this I'm confused? I'm not confused though, right? The heck? I'm not confused. I know what's going on here. I also have to like find the TM Devo and like still set up a board threatening enough where I actually care that they TM Devo'd me, so. Psyduck is in the deck. It's a tech card against Dusknoir, right? Yeah. Sounds good, Azul. We'll see you in Wisconsin. Good luck, King. All right, see you there, sideways. I want to switch in this situation can help. Arven for switching Balloon was amazing last turn. No, switch is not worth it. This is not a situation where switches. If we have Air Ballooning here, that should be more than enough. If Air Balloon isn't enough for us consistently enough, then we're just trolling. We're doing some throwing and trolling and inting. To an unreasonable degree. They are setting up for but it's not gonna work. Turo. Ooh, watch the time go right out the window. Apart. I don't even want to bench a Shaymin here, to be honest. I'm just gonna punch. I could save this as well, or I could just make Pidgeot a threat. It feels impossible to lose if I make Pidgeot a threat, to be honest. Because I don't know if I can be able to get a Fire Energy for my Chi-Yu, so... Love Tatsu, but I guess Azul used it at all in any games. Yeah, we used it a little bit. It hasn't been anything too crazy, though. Cleffa might still just be better. It's possible Cleffa's better. But it's been decent. So thoughts on Miss Magus EX with Acerola spam? It doesn't sound good. What does Miss Magus do again? 150, draw until you have 6? Just Iono you and break your chain, right? I don't know, maybe there's something there. Another dub.